Hello everyone, this is Rahul Pawar and welcome to my YouTube channel Xpressurdata. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the scenario-based interview questions that were asked in PureSoftware, and this was for L2. So before we get started, let us thank a subscriber who has shared his questions so that it can be of help to others. So let us get started. It started off with first round, which was more of a theoretical questions. 70% were theory and 30% were scenario, like a few scenarios in first round. So once they were fine with that, they have scheduled the second round of interview, and in which they called the guy to the office to test him personally so that they know and they feel confident about the candidate. And in the second round, most of the questions were theory practical questions. So they simply gave him a laptop with Tableau and asked to implement a few scenarios right away. So be prepared. This is the trend that is happening these days. So it's what you call hybrid interview culture, we can call it as. So some will be your telephonic or virtual or through meeting, and some for some rounds they will call you to office to attend. So it will be a mix and match kind of situations. And let us start. So first question was very simple and straightforward question. I think to get top five customers per subcategory. Okay, so I'm going to do this here, and so instead of subcategory, I'm taking a region because it will be easy to you know see on the screen. I'm taking region wise sales. I'm taking for now, and I want the top five customers, right? So I'm taking customer name, dropping it on this top five, apply. Okay. Okay. So I am also taking this, and I'll just make it cross tab here. This is how we are getting the results. Top five customers for each. So I'm going to sort it, and yeah, so this is your top five result. Now what we'll do is we'll see the second scenario here. This was a little tricky. He asked us to show subcategory wise sales and percentage of sales mostly. Okay. And for percentage of sales, he wanted to categorize. So if it is less than 4%, then he wanted to display as -1, and greater than 4, then greater than 4 and less than 8, then it should be displayed as 0, else 1. This was the ask. So for this, what I'm doing is I'm taking subcategory as asked, and I'm taking sales here and dropping it on label simple. So we got subcategory wise sales, fine. So I'm simply converting this into percentage of total. We got these values. Now this we have to categorize like -1, 0, or 1 according to the conditions given here. Okay. What I'm doing is simply I'm copying this formula that is there here. Okay, maybe double click here, Control A, Control C, and I'm creating a new calculated field called as flag. And I'm just pasting this here. Okay, so either you can create a separate calculation for this and use that calculated field here to create flags, or you can use in the existing calculation. Again, option is up to you. I'm just using this here only. And if this calculation is, I'm just putting this into bracket, is what is the first condition we'll take, is less than 4%, then we should display as -1. Okay, I'm just writing is less than 4, then what should we display, then -1, else I'm just ending it for now. Later we will see the result here. Okay, and I'm clicking on apply, and I'm just going to take this and drop it here, and let us convert this into discrete. So everything is coming as -1 here if you observe. So there is something fishy about the logic that we are doing. So I wanted to cross check what is happening. So like I said, just first verify your first check. So the best method is first to find out what is the value that is coming from this, so that you know how it is trying to compare. So I'm just pasting this here and I'm just commenting it for now so that I see what is the value that is coming. We click on apply. Oh, this is the issue here. Now if you see, it is in 0.007 and this is 7.29 actually. So it is not trying to match. So that is why everything is less than this one. That's why it is giving us -1. Now if I do this into 100, we'll see what will be the result. So I think this is what we need here. We didn't convert it into percentage. So percentage means into 100 generally, right? So I'm gonna use that same thing here and we'll try to fix the logic. So like this, you need to do some testing uh, to your calculations so that you know it is working. Now you see, wherever it is less than 4, it is giving us the results here basically. It is not less than 4, it is 4.68, so it is greater than 4. So this is less than 4, and yeah, it is less than 4, so it is working. Now we need to write remaining conditions. So now what I'm doing is I'm writing else if, we'll write other conditions. So this is our base condition, right? So I'm just copying this so that I can just do it for others. And so whenever you are writing this type of nested calculations, your brackets are very, very important. Okay. Always remember. So for that, before you get, comfortable, you can write in multi lines so that, you know where you are opening the bracket and where you are closing. Now you see, I know I've opened the bracket here and I have closed it here. Okay. So it is very, very important. Otherwise, our calculations will fail. So it is greater than 4 and less than 8, right? Then we want to display 0. Otherwise, it should be else 1 and it. Now, if I click on apply, we got all the results. You see, let us check if it is less than 8 and it is greater than 4, it should be 0 working. Greater than 4 and less than 8, 0 working, -1. So when should we get -1? If it is less than 4, it is less than 4, so working. So our calculation is now working. So this is how we can write a flag, or we can do the calculation for this. Okay. So this was the second question. Now next question is how to display always maximum date in the parameter. Now for this, generally we create a parameter, like say create parameter, and of date type. If we create, we generally get the parameter with the date type here, right? But here, what is important is value when workbook opens. So generally, it will be by default pointing to current value. So now it might change. So today you are setting it to this one, but tomorrow, if at all you want to change, that might not work. So you want something to fix. So I'm just trying to change it, and for that, what I want is I want it to fix it to today date always. So I'm just keeping it like this and creating a new calculation called as today. And today function I'm using in this. So what we'll get today's date always in this. Okay, so if apply, okay. And now again, if I go to my parameter, click on edit, and we'll see here value when workbook opens. When I click on that, you will see that today that we created, use that. Now what will happen every time, it will refer to today's date. Okay, so click OK, and if I click on show parameter here, so we'll have that parameter, and by default it will always point to today's date, and by clicking on that we can navigate to any date we want. That way we can implement this logic. Okay, so this was the question 3. Next question was the region wise percentage of sales. But the check here is if you select any region, it should not, it should show the same thing. I think that this we have already implemented in our previous scenario based question. Lucky that, he got the same question again here. So I'll paste the link of that scenario. Do try to practice that as well. It is important, and it is being frequently asked. So I think that's it from my side in this video. I hope this video helped you. If it does, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and have a good day.